Yay! I hope we are. I hope we are aligned. Are we aligned? Are we aligned? Are you ready? Are you ready? Do it! Fantastic.
Which camera do we look at? This one or this one? For
the camera we are looking at.
For the intro.
I think it could be funny. We just was looking at each camera.
Okay. So
we could have a split cam, so you could look this way and I could look this way, and we could say. No. Yeah. Look at our beautiful ties.
Welcome back to LOL Banana Gaming.
Yeah,
we are back in sartorial splendor with ties.
Yeah. Oh, wasn't it? Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast gaming.
I don't remember.
Do you think I remember?
I don't remember anything.
A lot of things I remember is that we have a whistleblower and we have to find a way to kill him off without people noticing.
Yeah. And I remember that I should be wearing my headphones. So we are.
Welcome back to the office. I have my coffee, so it's going to be a good day today.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. So
for the party, my good sir. For the party.
Yeah, for the party.
Hot.
So.
Like Italian babes.
What do you what do you actually wanna do?
The mouse.
You have to all the way up, more up. Look, you're so yes. Okay.
This is weird.
That is due to this is a 2K monitor and this is only 1080p. So you have to imagine that this monitor is only going to there. So prosecute or reform the Secret Service.
No, this is hard.
I would imagine that this is really hard. You could either
like we have to think about the polls, you know.
Yeah, you have to think about the polls. So. What I would think is that if the guy dies for some particular reason, I might not know why, then yeah.
I think if we're going to go police state, we should prosecute. And it is, of course, the Vorreich, the Vorreich. We have. Da. Danke.
Yeah. Yeah. So
should we prosecute her?
Yeah, I think we should prosecute her. The whistleblowers are. Yeah.
And now we just have to we are getting 50% of the vote in the election.
You're getting a.
We are losing votes. We need to get more votes.
Yeah.
If we got a large surplus now.
Yeah.
So if we like this one, we can get more religious and liberal and conservatives. It does like.
So you see, this only goes in states. So you can either go to total ban.
Oh. You know what? Let's just not do anything here.
No.
Yeah. That was not a good idea. Everyone is connected to.
Tobacco tax. Everyone hates tobacco tax.
And we also increase poverty by doing this.
But the tobacco usage goes up if you put on tobacco tax. No, I put it down. So if you everyone hates the tobacco tax, but you choose. It's your country. You just almost outlawed. What was it again? Alcohol last course.
It helps with equality.
It helps with equality, but it can go and become a problem.
Let's look at other things. Like, what about other things that everyone likes?
Everyone.
That's again crime.
So there is not a everyone likes. There's only a everyone hates, as far as I remember.
So we need to actually we should probably increase the.
I think that try to click on the capitalism. Okay. So now you can see that the percentage of
the
population. Okay. They're only 20% of the population.
Yeah.
The socialists are 80% of the population.
We need to get more socialist. So we need the more socialist.
You need to in order to win this game to go for the socialists.
This increases the education.
Yeah. So I think that the capitalists are those guys you need to go for.
This actually increases education but makes socialists less happy then.
It's because socialists are crazy people.
What the fuck?
Look at the socialists. They hate technology college. They do not like it.
Well, they love state schools.
They love state schools. The unemployed, unemployment. Not the unemployed, but
it decreases unemployment, decreases poverty, get more state employees.
It decreases poverty. What is poverty actually?
What?
Poverty. What is poverty?
Poverty.
Poverty is
the poor.
Oh.
This is the unemployed. This is the person living in poverty. Like the guy.
The poor.
So we reduce poverty.
Yes. So I think that if you do this,
we reduce poor people, and we get happier with poor people.
If you scroll down, then private schools takes a hit.
Well, fuck private schools.
Fuck private schools. Apply the changes. So.
And we still got good.
11 points. And I think that you take the points with you. I'm not sure.
Again, we should just use as many as we can still, if possible.
Yes. Where was it again? The state school. What about the private schools? Where are those? There is a private school. If you go to state school, there is a private school. There they are. Okay. Should we get rid of all the private schools?
Again, they help a lot with education, but so does this.
They help equally on education.
Yeah, so basically cancel each other out, and the trade unionists love it, but no. It's bad against the trade unionists. And the GDP just increases this.
I'm not sure.
And it decreases, I don't know, poor earnings, like, and private school decreases quality. Damn it.
Damn.
We need our people to believe they are equal, but so damn it. What the fuck is this? Productivity. Oh, we should probably increase productivity.
And how do we increase the productivity?
We could increase the health. Oh, that's probably get a lot of voters.
Yeah.
If we are able to.
How do you increase health? You increase health by
state health.
State health service and the organic farming subsidy.
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's actually got a pretty good. If we increase it, Like, oh, it doesn't even cost that much to increase it. It costs less obesity.
Yeah.
It slightly angers the capitalists, but environmentalists, farmers, health. It's basically a win.
I think it's a win.
It's a fucking win.
Yeah, and you are not
And
using
it's popular with the voters.
Yeah.
Damn.
We go to that.
We're geniuses.
Yeah, we're geniuses. We are going to win this country.
Well, this was a quick turn, so we can actually make 2 turns as well.
We're going to make 2 turns.
We're gonna make it. Look how professional we are now. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I stroke my tie as I stroke my beard.
Do that. I am going for more coffee.
Oh, new street. Oh, fuck. We got street gangs. Yes!
What happened?
We got a Nobel. One of our citizens got a Nobel Prize.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
So good.
But crime rate is going up at the moment.
So, I am also unprofessional. What are you looking at?
Like, we have a street gang problem and we really have a crime problem. We're going to focus on crime this turn. Because we really need to focus on crime this turn.
Okay, so you just looked around.
We can't increase the police force anymore.
Okay.
We can't increase the intelligence service.
So, in order to decrease
pro-
crime,
community policing effective badly, so we actually could increase that.
So
And it's popular with the voters.
it's really popular, and you can spend.
And it's cheap.
It's cheap.
And it's free to raise.
It's free to raise. Then just apply the change, and
It goes lower with the alcohol abuse. Lower
good.
gangs, more liberalism, racial tension actually lowers. Violent crime.
So
Wow.
of course.
Of course. But we actually have to worry about our expenditure.
We have a surplus of 15,000 billion.
We have a problem with inner city riots.
Inner city riots caused by crime and property. So you have to get poverty down, and we were actually doing that. Remember? We were working on getting the poverty down.
So.
And in order to decrease poverty, remember last turn you decreased the state school, or increased the state school, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can also do the state pension.
That affects poverty badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You are doing it right if you want to get rid of poverty.
Yeah.
And
still, I have to. We just have to think about this actually a bit.
you have.
Because it's pretty fucking expensive.
What about inner city riots? What does they affect badly? The conservatives, but it's caused by of course it's caused by.
And also it's called about unemployment.
I think that inner city riots will go down. Remember, you are slowly decreasing.
Yeah.
So click on inner city riots. Try that. Look, it's just a thing that happened last course caused by.
So we still have to get poverty down.
But poverty is going down. Remember.
Yeah, but also a lot of increases.
Try to click on it.
Actually, the fucking tax here actually increased it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Let's go back to
Did
50.
it? Did it? Oh, it did.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck. So we actually caused inner city riots by increasing the tax, because people get more poor when you increase the tax.
Yeah, but now we have less income, so we have to check. We probably have to increase taxes slightly.
But will poverty increase if you increase the tax? Or is there other ways to actually
The problem is
reverse the change?
problem is that we just lost about 20,000 a month a quarter.
I know, but what I was saying is, would there have been other ways to decrease the poverty and still keep the alcohol tax? Remember, you got rid of the alcohol abuse problem pretty soon. Now you.
No, I already set it down actually.
Can you?
Yeah. I think no.
I think that
there were changes. I already set it down.
So you already did it.
Yeah. So
it's actually not popular with the voters. But the alcohol abuse problem, where if you clicked on it, look, if you click on it, I think it actually we're going down a bit.
Yeah, but still, we can help it other ways.
Let's do that.
Like right, we just increased community police, which helps it.
Yes.
So
makes it worse. So I think.
And there are other ways to like reduce consumption.
Yeah.
I mean, there are also alcohol laws.
Yeah. And those doesn't increase poverty. They if you make what can you do if you do it this way?
Wow. Okay, we have to decrease this. Like we lose the youth a bit.
Yeah.
And we also lose a bit of the liberals. But alcohol consumption will go down and violent crime will go down. To raise it to 18.
The liberal. How big portion of the voters is the liberal? Revert. Bigger portion of the liberal is on the yes.
Oh,
they are 50%.
We should probably keep them.
So.
What's this? Oh, got that one. We have to increase the income. Well, generally, we have to increase the GDP. What's the fucking GDP?
It's only the capitalists who likes the GDP.
Right now, immigration is actually doing bad. If we can increase immigration, we can actually get more GDP.
But I thought.
But it goes back to the wages, which increases. I don't get this fucking shit.
It's like evil circles going around all the time. So poverty.
What can we do with the? This increases poverty.
This increases poverty. So people
this actually
get
increases
more poor the more tax you put it on.
Actually, if we decrease the tax, it actually gets them happier, but we have to get more money.
Okay. And click it. So, what you could do.
I mean, the easiest thing would just be to slightly raise the tax.
Yeah.
Revert changes. Oh, we can't even raise the tax.
You're not able to raise the tax. This is hard. This is really hard. And street gangs. What happens for the street gangs? They are maybe also by poverty. So poverty actually did a lot, and that was due to the alcohol tax and.
Well, we can always just use more money that we got and get some more debt. I mean, we can probably.
We need to make people less poor by maybe.
Unemployment benefits we could use. Like it's going to be expensive as fuck.
But poverty. Where is poverty here? There it is. Okay, so if you increase it, then you decrease.
I actually increase unemployment.
You also increase the unemployment. So
and also increase the amount of poor people. But by decreasing, I just increase the homeless.
No.
Yeah.
So don't do any of this. Reverse the change.
So
because if you poverty is
Well, actually, it's negatively influenced. This is good.
It's influencing the poor negatively.
What we can do is state schools, tobacco tax, and sales we can do, and state pension we can do. State pension we could probably increase. Which actually increases.
Okay, so the poor will hate you more for doing this, and they will. So the reason why I wanted you to stop it before was because I thought that the poor was affecting poverty positively. So if you make the poor more happy, then poverty will become more.
We can't do this without amending our.
Nah, and you can raise it for 9.
If I raise it, it increases.
Decreases.
It decreases property.
You want to decrease property.
Cool, and it gets more voters. So we do that, and we actually go into a deficit.
A small debt thing.
We increase the debt, but it's okay because in the long run, it doesn't matter. What the fuck does that do?
Labor wars.
Well, actually, if we can. Oh, it's expensive as fuck. Nope.
Nope.
We need to get more socialists. Still, the thing about the biggest problem currently is poverty. So.
Okay. So they does not like poverty either. So should we see what is going to happen now?
Okay, so we still got 15. I think if we can use it, we should definitely.
Okay.
Conservative also makes a large group. We should probably think about a way to get more conservatives without doing.
A good way to get conservatives is by narcotics, making that prisons. What about prisons?
What?
Prisons.
Yeah,
What can you do with prisons?
Basic provision, some re-education. It reduces crime a lot.
Reduces crime
extensively.
And reduces unemployment. Increases the state employment and the state
conservatives
employees.
And liberals.
And nobody hates us for it. Yeah. It's 100% positive voters. So
let's get more debt. That doesn't matter. We'll earn them back later.
That's matter. Also, I think you can do is you can somewhere up here. I don't remember where. You can make a new. Did you next it?
No.
Not there. Maybe there. No. Next. This is your capital. So these guys are those who gives you your power each. What is it? Each quarter. And you can change them, and you can fire them. If you think that somebody is hating you too much, then you can maybe find somebody who does like you.
Well, so far it looks like most of them actually do.
Yeah. Some of them are good, but like this woman gives you 2, so it's like a welfare.
Yeah.
She
isn't even that loyal to.
Your potential ministers, it's like somebody who's really loyal to you gives you more points, even though that they do not have that much experience. So like this guy, he gives you a really large amount of points, and he's really loyal.
And he's conservative and trade unionist, which means we actually support a lot of things with him.
Yeah.
And his desired job is economy and welfare too.
Yeah.
So should we fire her and try to get Paul Long in?
I think we should. So welfare, fire for 3. It's only cost you 3 to fire her because she. And then you put Paul Long in there. So look, now you have more points next round because Paul Long gives you more points. Same goes for economy. He is good at economy.
I think I got a lot of
Tax.
experience. Yeah.
What about tax guy?
Tax is less loyal, but he is more effective too.
Yeah, effectiveness, but potential. Ministers again. So Felix Smith could actually replace the tax. The thing is that the more points you have, the more you can do. But
Well, should we get him then?
Or Pillin Grass. She is so.
But she had decided it's also public services. So she should probably get one of the desired jobs to increase her loyalty, you know. Also, she's a capitalist. And we don't support capitalists very much.
Yeah.
So Felix is actually a better choice. We can just see if anybody was better. Nope, doesn't mean anything. Felix is actually the best choice.
To put Felix Smith into the chair of tax.
Sure.
Now the other guys goes down, so it affects people. But how many?
23 capital per turn.
Maximum is 52, and current is 2. I think that you should stop messing around in here. But this is your capital. The next is achievement. No want the there policies, ideas. So in here you can implement policies like a tourism ad campaign. Will cost you a bit, but
it's in millions. That's nothing.
Then there is welfare, economy, tax, public service, law and order, and transport.
Farmland acquisition.
Yeah. Don't strike attacks. Whatever.
National service. Import tariff.
Not sure.
No, it's going to lower the welfare. Alcohol awareness. No, child care. It's actually good. It doesn't have insufficient capital. We don't have any capital to do anything anyway. Well, with the grey we have.
Not right now, but next turn. I'm just showing you this.
Yeah. Let's see. Wait. What is that? Business start out care.
Yeah. It takes 2 quarters to do, which means 2 turns. It has a potential cost between 70 million and so this is only millions. It has no potential income, but it's really popular with voters.
Yeah, we could actually use that. I'm just going to look at the rest. No.
There's tax, public service.
Healthy eating, keep the country
tidy, campaign,
blah 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 blah. Youth politics, you know. So Justice Foundation, Law and Order, National Armed Forces Week.
Yeah. CCTV cameras is trust me, those will decrease crime. Death penalty will decrease crime because nobody will be criminal if they die. Detention without trial. We are going to implement some of these if we are going to make this police state, right?
Yeah, but we have to do it slowly, you know.
So you say that that implementing the death penalty again to Germany is maybe a bad idea?
No. It's a good idea.
It's a good idea. But we can't do it right now.
No, we shouldn't do it right now. What telecommunication initiative? A cycling campaign is nobody going to fucking listen to. A business startup, I think we should do.
Should we do that right now?
I actually think like if we go
Because
back here
I think you
and
can save the
like
points.
self-employed is like 15%. But the thing about self-employed is that they might be able to like start actual businesses.
Yeah.
Larger, you know, they start
Yes.
as it, but get to make companies, small companies, which helps the economy. So if you think in the long run,
do that right now.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we did that. So it's free to set it wherever you want. So you put it wherever you want. So
You know what? Just
you already did it.
yeah. But
It's-
like this looks good because like it's a lot for the.
Self-employed and the self-employed members, but socialists will
Like
of course
this-
not like it forever. But I think that in the long run, this is okay.
Like in the long run, this is.
This is fun. You already have applied it. You can just change it for free right now.
Oh. Well, it should be. No, we shouldn't. Should we? No. I don't think so. It's good right here. I think.
It's fine. So you used all your points, and let's go to the next turn. So how do you think that it goes for you right now? Are we
We're slowly increasing, but we have some problem. The people don't believe in me. In us.
I think there's a reason for that.
Just because we're using worse technique than the NSA, are they suddenly mad at us? I mean, how can that possibly? If there's just one thing I've learned from America, it's people are stupid.
But people are stupid.
Maybe we should actually try to. I wonder what happens if we actually lower education.
Let's find out in the next episode.